and I'm so honored to have you on my show here today.
Thank you so much.
Nida, we're just going to get right into it.
Sure.
I know who you are. I know some of your stories. I know what makes you fabulous, Nida. And I want the viewers to see who you are and learn about you. So I'm going to get right into it.
Okay.
Tell us your story.
Well, firstly, thank you so much for having me. I think this is amazing. And you're an amazing person.
Thank you.
So a little bit about me. I grew up in a small town called Wagga Wagga, all the way in Australia. It's a real place. And I'm the oldest of 5 siblings. And when I say small town, I mean small town. There's only one road that has shops.
Okay.
And if you do something bad, Bob is going to tell Maggie, and Maggie's going to tell your mom.
True story.
True story.
Okay.
No joke. It is such a small place, but it's grown now.
Okay.
Has universities and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Now it's much bigger. And I'm actually a wedding photographer. I just focus myself on weddings. I like to DIY homes. I love to build. I do woodworking with all the tools. And I have 2 kids, and I'm married to an amazing guy.
Wonderful. Yes, those hands. I see those hands working. If you don't follow her on Instagram, your wedding account, your DIY account, sure. Everything. And so that leads me to my next question. Yes, wife, mother, sister, daughter, all these roles which as women we have to maintain, correct?
Right.
And that makes us who we are. And if you can go into a little bit into more of those roles, we'd love to hear.
Sure.
What got you into wedding photography?
What got me into wedding photography? So funny. So I'm actually a graphic designer. I did my bachelor's in that. And when you take graphic design, you also do photography as one of your courses.
Okay.
I don't know what they call it in America. We call it courses. But
we call it courses.
Okay, good. Thank God. Tomato, right? So I took that, and then I got married, and then I moved here. And I was really loving the whole aspect of photography. I used to have a Canon that my dad bought me, a small one, and I used to take photos here and there. And one day my husband bought me a really nice camera, and it just took off from there.
Wow.
And it's all self-taught after that. You do take a little course, but it's just, introduction.
Okay.
But everything after that is self-taught. And so photography being one of them. A wife. So yeah, I got married. I've actually been with Ali for nearly 20 years.
MashaAllah.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Yeah. It is.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah. And I have 2 kids. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Oh, the DIY part,
yes.
Right? So I started my DIY journey when we all went into lockdown during the pandemic. And a few of my friends were like, why don't you just start an Instagram page? It'll be fun. I'm like, you know what? There's nothing else to do. Let's do it. And alhamdulillah, it's been amazing. I've been featured on Amazon, getting onto a magazine, which I haven't told anyone yet, a design magazine, so
awesome.
I'm excited about that. So little things, and considering I started right in March, and that's a year ago. So it's been fun. I've been using tools.
Okay.
Which usually men use apparently, but women can do it too. So I've been showing people how to do that.
That's amazing.
And it's just been so much fun.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, if Nida can do it, I can do it.
No, if I can do it, everyone
do it.
can do it, okay? If I can do it, everyone can do it. No joke.
But you make it look easy.
Do I?
Yes, absolutely you do.
I need to do behind the scenes.
Yes.
Because it's all not that easy. Honestly, it's a learning process. And I'm not a professional.
Okay. I wasn't sure if your training was, you said you were a graphic designer, but was there a course that you took?
Right. I'm so glad that you picked up on that because growing up in a small town, and it's funny, I wanted to talk to you about this because back in the days, this is a while ago, I'm old, Sadaf's super young, by the way, we, in high school, we did cooking, we did sewing, welding, and woodwork.
We did it too.
Do you remember that?
Yes.
So I asked my son the other day, I said, why don't they offer these classes to you guys?
Yeah.
And he said, Mom, they actually do, but no one signs up for them, so they drop them.
Okay. For us, it was mandatory.
It was mandatory. Yeah. But I feel like it's so important to do things, to do these little things, because as you get older, I think it helps.
Yeah. You can't just hire someone.
Right.
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing when you can do it yourself?
Yeah.
And that satisfaction.
Trust me, I completely agree with you. I think I need to go to Home Depot now. I have all these ideas, and you have been very inspirational.
Appreciate
When
it.
we speak of inspiration, aside from all of that, I mean, one of the reasons I wanted you on my show is because over the past few years, there have been a few instances in my life where I felt that you were very motivational for me. You were there for me. And you gave a perspective which, I did not understand before or whatnot. So I wanted you to kind of talk about that, just in general, about you being a rock for so many women. And also some of the work that you did when COVID first happened. I don't think many people know about that.
Right. So I feel like as a woman, some people perceive us as not capable of doing some things, and that's not true. During COVID, actually, one day I was walking down my street, and I have a lot of elderly on my street, and I check up, especially my neighbor in front of my house, I check up on her quite, most of the time, just to see how she is. She's very old. Whatever she needs, we'll do it, right? And so I checked up on her, she was fine, and I thought, there's probably so many people in this area that are elderly and will probably need help. So we made a little note, and the kids and I went and just left it in front of their door. Crazy. So many people messaged me, they're like, thank you so much. We don't need anything, but it's so nice to see that there's someone out there willing to help. And from there, it just took off. And you remember how it went. One day I was on Facebook and I said, guys, I'm looking for donations. Mind blowing. Do you want to know how much we raised?
How much?
$50,000.
Amazing.
Within a couple of months.
Amazing. Yeah.
And with that money, what we did was people, during COVID, a lot of people lost their jobs, lost their businesses, and got COVID and were just stuck at home, right? Yeah. Couldn't get out, couldn't even go get medicine for themselves. So what we did with that money that you guys donated, we went and did they would fill out a form online, we would go out and do their groceries for them and just leave it at their door.
Yeah.
Simple as that. They didn't pay for it and you're probably thinking, well, how do you know they need it? Well, we went through lots of organizations that would vet the people out and let us know that, yes, they do need it.
Okay.
So that's how we knew that they were in need.
Okay. I do remember because there was a similar effort in other North Texas cities. And so I think it was phenomenal that this took off as fast as it did and you were able to help so many people.
Yeah.
But that is your heart, Nida. And time again, there have been these, and I wouldn't say opportunities because you're not looking for opportunities.
Right.
But unfortunately, these circumstances arise, which you're there for it. And so
And it's so funny that you bring that up. And I don't think so. It was just given to me as a gift. I want to praise my parents because time and time again, I see them doing the same thing all the time. My mom does not lock her door. Do you know that?
In Wagga Wagga.
In Wagga Wagga.
Okay.
She doesn't lock her door because people come in and out. She's feeding people. Mom and dad are always looking after people. It's just, I think that's where I know I've picked it up from mom and dad.
Yeah.
And they're my role models, honestly.
And you know, and your parents, they're following the religion, right? The religion of Islam. which teaches exactly that.
Oh, yeah.
And so
Yeah.
it's this itch inside of us that it's like we cannot, you know, stay
Right. Right.
We have to do something.
We have to do something, and not only that. So just before COVID, Ali and I decided that we, for the new year, we were going to give every person on our street a box of chocolate with a quote from Prophet Muhammad, and just saying happy New Year type thing. I got a few people calling me, thanking me, and they appreciated it, sent some sweet cards. Then I had some people that picked up the chocolates and threw them on the road. Right?
Oh, that's sad. Okay.
It's sad, but it's okay, because you have to keep showing that you're a good person.
Yeah.
Just recently, I worked on another thing to help the veterans of America.
I saw something about that, right.
And I wanted to bring that up because someone messaged me and they said, why are you helping them? You know, they bomb our countries. You know, why do you need to help them? I said, look, we're minorities. We have to show them we're not like them. We have to show them that they're human. They make mistakes. And usually people that go out to fight are low income. This is their way of, you know, going out and making money. They don't have another path. And honestly, when these people come back, they do not get treated well.
They don't.
And
they don't.
Most of them regret doing what they did.
They don't. They need help. Mental health is very real amongst veterans. And I'm a firm believer in helping those that fight for our country.
Right.
And yes, I completely agree with you. But I did see that. And so thanks for, so how did that go?
So great. So she and I explained it, and she's like, our prophet would do the same thing with people, where they had different views on different things, but he would still be welcoming. He would still be sweet, and he would change their minds, right? That's what the prophet used to do. Yeah. And so giving back to these people, and that day when I was out there helping them, I was the only hijabi, brown Muslim person over there. They were looking at me, and they were thanking me. They said, thank you from the bottom of my heart for doing this. It means a lot. It's nice to see someone like you.
It is. It is.
And they said that.
Yeah. That's beautiful. And it gives us just the reaffirmation, okay, to keep going, because it can be exhausting, Nida.
It can.
I mean, you know, women who have been in roles of leadership have had to deal with negativity and positivity. We 100%. Can't always have our egos stroked, correct?
Right.
You know, I have been spat on. I have been called names, you know, so much. And I just keep praying, like, just, you know, God, please allow me to just smile.
Yep.
Smile through it. And so
that's what I love about you. You keep going and you keep smiling, and I love that.
Well, thank you, Nida. But it's because I like to surround myself with women who do the same. And so, you know, I like to keep good company.
Yes, I love that. Empowerment.
There you go.
This is it. This is
so, fire within her, Nida. There must have been certain moments in your life, or a moment in your life, that has shaped you into who you are today. I know you mentioned your parents.
Right.
But sometimes negative situations help us to be who we are today.
Right. And I'm glad you picked on that. So growing up in a small town wasn't as fancy as it sounds, guys. I was pretty much the only brown person in my school. And with that being said, came racism. Okay. And I was bullied a lot because of that. And look, bullying can make a person or it can break a person, right?
Yep.
And for me, I thank God my parents were there, right? I had someone to go home to talk to, who had my support, or who would change the mood of the situation, right? So many kids don't have that.
They don't.
So many kids don't have anyone to talk to, and that breaks a person. And I feel like because of that situation, that's who I am today. It didn't break me.
Did you, can you share a specific example or?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So when I was younger, we used to wear uniform in school.
Okay.
Doesn't matter what grade you're in.
Private school, public school?
There's no such thing. Everyone, you have to wear uniform.
Wow, okay.
So uniform for sports day, which was Thursday, I believe, you had to wear shorts. And I wore shorts. I did because I was younger. I was grade 3. You're one of those. And so you would have white people, and then you have this brown person, and kids would come up to me and go, "Why are your knees brown?"
Wow.
They're a funny color.
Wow.
Yeah.
They noticed.
They notice. I mean, come on. Yeah.
Okay.
Why are your hands that color?
Wow.
And actually, some of the teachers were racist too.
Okay.
Because it was new to them, right? So living in such a small town. I mean, I'm not giving them an excuse.
No.
But
you meet them where they're at. You meet them where they're at.
Right. My brother was called out. I don't know if you know what a magpie is. What do you call crow? Do you know what a crow is?
Yeah.
The bird. So that we call them magpies in Australia.
Okay.
He was called a magpie within sitting kids. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And is Wagga Wagga or like that now?
No.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
not at all. It's so diverse now.
Okay.
So diverse.
So that didn't take that long, if you think about it, right?
I'm not going to talk about my age.
No, I know,
Sadaf.
but still, when we talk about, Nida, when we talk about systemic racism, that's in the United States, that's been going on for 400
look,
years.
I don't know what's going on there now, right?
Yeah.
I can't speak for anyone, but years back when it happened to me, it wasn't fun.
Yeah. No, and it's not fun.
It's not fun. And it was, I think it was hard for my parents because they were first generation. And they didn't understand all that, but for you and I, we grew up in that and we know, and we can teach our kids on how to face it or how to move forward from that. And I'm sure you've had instances with your kids to deal with, and so have I.
Absolutely.
And we just have to show them that we're there.
And the interesting thing is, Nida, my children have experienced it amongst their own
Isn't
people.
that crazy?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. And so I think humans are humans.
You just can't run away from it.
You can't, and your upbringing has a lot to do
100%.
with how you are.
100% on how you deal with the situation.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm a firm believer. Based on your upbringing, based on my experiences, and hopefully based on our children's, when you have those experiences and you go home and you have that support system and that love and that foundation, that's going to be like, you'll be fine.
Yep.
It's okay.
It's okay.
And we'll work through it and we can talk about it, and that's it.
Yes.
Have your children experienced anything where you've had to utilize your experiences to help them?
There has been one instance, and I think when it happened, I went straight to the teacher, and she had no idea about it. We spoke about it, and she took care of the situation right there and then.
Okay.
I think if my parents had known that was, I didn't even tell them. I'm not going to lie. I didn't even tell them because I don't know if they would know how this situation and how to deal with it, right? It's so funny. So Wagga is the highest rate of teen pregnancies in the whole of Australia.
Okay.
I don't know if it is then, but back then, so we dealt with different situations over there. And I think our kids have it a little bit easier. What do you think?
Yeah, I think they do too. I think they have a different world.
They have a different world. They're facing different things.
They have access to things we did not have access. I think backstage, Nida and I were talking about how if we wanted to learn about something, we would open up the encyclopedia, open up the dictionary, utilize the Dewey Decimal System. But now kids, all they have to do is literally go on this, and that's pretty much it,
That's
right?
pretty much it. What's a dictionary? Have you ever asked your kid that? What's a dictionary?
I mean, we know Google. We don't know what a dictionary is. Yeah, we know Wikipedia.
Exactly.
So, yeah. No, that's true, and I think, and so going back to empowerment, right? Yes, women empowerment is important, and I'm a firm believer we will get to a point, hopefully in our lifetimes where women won't need to be empowered, right, because they will be empowered. But as we raise our children, I think it's important to empower our boys as well.
100%. 100%. I agree with you.
And you have a boy and a girl.
I have both, yes. Yeah. So, no, you're right. We have to balance them both out the same way.
I have a question. How does your daughter versus your son view you when you're building stuff?
My daughter is an exact copy of me.
Okay.
She wants to learn. She wants to do it. My son, maybe because he's in the teenage years, it's a little different. Things are a little different. It's more about video games and friends and stuff like that. Maybe later on he is watching me, right?
Yeah.
So, and he loves it when I let him use the jigsaw. Right? The jigsaw, or the handsaw. And he's used it a few times. And he's like, oh, this is so much fun. I'm like, yeah, you'll love it if you get into it. I don't force it, obviously. Yeah. But my daughter, my goodness, she's like, I want to build. I want to do this. I want to do that, you know? So I'm glad that she's like,
I love it. I absolutely love it. And I have to share with you, when I was growing up, my father, very handy man. Now, obviously, he's older, and so he's slowed down. But I remember it was summer break, and he would be at work. My parents would be at work, and I would be drilling holes into the wall and building stuff.
I love that.
So I followed that, and I also, used to love to cook. So I'm glad I didn't burn the house on fire or, make the walls fall down. I don't know, but we figured it out, right? And so, but yes, following by example, which leads me to my next question. So you mentioned your parents. As being, role models, and I'm assuming empowering and inspiring and everything. Was there anyone else in your life that you felt has shaped you? We talked about the moments that shaped you. How about people that have shaped you into who you are today?
So I have to say my husband.
Okay.
I really do. So as you know, my husband is a very opposite of me. She's laughing because she knows. You have me, crazy, and then you have him, very calm.
You have to balance it out.
And it's so funny how opposites attract, because without him, there wouldn't be anyone to bring me down. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Totally.
He puts me back where I need to be put back in the puzzle, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that he is there, because he's the one in a situation, I'm the one like, oh my God. And he's the one, it's okay.
Yeah.
Relax, we got this, So I think it has to be him that really pushes me forward and makes me who I am.
And that's beautiful. And I think as a spouse, as spouses, you grow up together.
Yes.
Especially if you get married at a younger age and you spend, what you said, 20 years, right?
Yeah,
so
we've been together, 20 years.
Yeah, that's pretty momentous.
Yes.
So
it's a while.
And we'll be back right after the break.
What did you do with the money you saved on electricity by switching to Discount Power?
I took all my friends out to dinner.
I paid off all my credit cards.
I took my whole family on a vacation.
I bought all this.
At Discount Power, saving you money on electricity is our business. What you do with it is yours. Great rates, great service. Simple. Visit discountpowertx.com today and save.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sonia Reddy. We're a full-service practice focused on dental implants, cosmetic veneers, sleep apnea, and braces. If you're embarrassed with your smile or have chipped, cracked teeth, call our office for your free consultation. I'll personally take care of you.
For all your real estate, commercial or residential needs, contact Hassan Sumbro at kw.com or call 972-333-4801. Hassan Sumbro, Realtor with Keller Williams. Glow and Grow with Cheese, a digital recreational platform for homemakers. Follow Glow and Grow on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube because we all could use a little reminder of how awesome we are.
Marine Mill Supply deals in casters and wheels since last 52 years. For more information, contact 92-3243-1374, 92-3242-1821, or you can visit our website www.mmscasters.com.
Solar company has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, OneSolarSolution.com. Which solar company offers in-house financing with the best rate and easy approval? OneSolarSolution.com. And which company has the best looking brand ambassador? No one else. OneSolarSolution.com. Look, I know you want solar, and everybody does, but you might think it's expensive. If we can't match your electric bill with our in-house financing, we'll cut you a check or gift card for $25 just for the try. Go to OneSolarSolution.com today.
Welcome back. This is Fire Within Her, and I am your host, Sadaf, and we are back here with Nida Rehman. Thank you, Nida. It has been so much fun.
You've been
speaking
great.
with you. No, you have been great. You're making it fun. And I think because we're meeting after such a long time, it's like we're just catching up.
I love it.
Yes,
love it.
Absolutely. Nida, the show is about women empowerment, as you all have been watching. What is your idea of empowerment, your definition of empowerment?
It's so funny. I knew you were going to ask me this question. I actually had so many thoughts going through my head.
Okay.
So I wrote it down.
Perfect.
All right. So bear with me, people. What is empowerment, right? So empowerment is a practice of sharing information and rewards with others, right? Empowerment should enable people to take initiatives, make decisions, and solve problems. And I'm going to come right to empowering women. Okay. Empowered women empower and support other women. It's important for us women to stand together and empower each other. Even just finding our voice and telling our stories can be enough to empower others. You never know when someone shares their experiences, and if hearing your story can inspire hope and strength in someone. Mm-hmm. By sharing your story, maybe you can even encourage someone with a similar background to accomplish or strive for their dreams. We are only as strong as our weakest link. So it's important for us to ensure that we all empowered as women, that we all have the confidence, self-love, self-respect, and stand up for ourselves. When you help others, you help yourself. Mm-hmm. Even just being nice to those you see throughout your day, saying a good morning smile, spreading good vibes and positivity is giving back too. So I just wanted to share that with you.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. I don't think Nida left anything out. All of the above.
Yes.
And I think it's important. We talk about it takes a village.
For sure.
And even amongst women, it takes a village. If we think of history, whether it was history here in the United States when men would go to war, women would band together, take care of children together, be that support system.
Right.
We think of, our Abrahamic history, similar situation.
Yes.
And so women are women, and we still need that support system.
100%.
And what you said about we are only as strong as our weakest link. And to know that we will not benefit any of us if we pull the ladder out behind us. So definitely. That was beautiful, Nida.
Thank you.
Last question.
Sure.
Advice for our viewers.
Okay. So I had this quote that I really wanted to share. Super short, but I feel like it's impactful. So I'm just going to read it. Super short, super sweet. Okay. Start strong, stay strong, and finish strong by always remembering why you are doing it in the first place.
Okay.
That's it.
Guys heard it here. That's Nida. But yes, Nida, it was so much fun having
Always
you
fun
on the
with
show.
you. Always.
Like I said, she is on social media everywhere.
And I can share my Insta handles with you guys if you want.
Please.
So my DIY page is at lovenida_twice. And my photography page is Nida R Photography.
Yes, follow her. Her stories are a lot of fun. Sometimes she keeps you in suspense. That's not fun.
That's part of it, man. Keeps you wanting to come back, yeah?
It really does. It really does. Yes, absolutely. And I've been busy lately, so I haven't been watching your stories. But we'll get back to it for sure.
For sure.
Well, thank you, Nida.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciated it.
That was Fire Within Her with Nida. Join me next time.
Thank you.